That meat wasn't half bad, though I'd have liked to try a bit more of the A5 rank beef.
I bet you would have. Ordering nothing but the most expensive cuts. You don't even know how spoiled you are, do you?
I will say that was some pretty top-of-the-line sirloin, though. I could still taste the amazing oil they cooked it in.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone enjoy Grady Calvi the way you did back there.
What? Seriously? Did you pull a switcheroo on me?
If you ask me, the best part of a meal like that is the ice cream afterward.
8 scoops is a bit much, though, don't you think?
You're one to talk given your standards. You need to eat better food.
If it fills me up, it's good enough.
What are you laughing at? You helped facilitate his neat lifestyle, didn't you? You neat enabler?
Huh? Me? Couldn't you have gotten him a job or something?
Was that also directed at me?
I don't see anyone else looking after him.
Why am I suddenly under attack here?
That's pretty much your role, right? You're the group punching bag. But in a we're all best friends kind of way.
And here I thought the punching bag was my hard-earned money.
Reiji, that was a delicious meal. Thank you very much.
Figures. The person who ate the least is also the only one decent enough to thank me. This world's gone crazy.
Don't be so stingy. You've got infinite money. You're an adult.
Oh, so now that I'm footing the bill, I'm a proper adult, huh? Well, you better start respecting your elders, boy.
Oh yeah, Reiji, did you ever read that thank you letter from the Bureau? What did it actually say?
Right. I completely forgot. Huh?
There's a lot in there.
They've got our names on them.
Yeah, there's one page for each of us.
So they wrote us each a thank you note?
What does it say?
This is a formal warning regarding the handling of delusions without permission from the proper authorities.
That's not a thank you card.
Stupid is what it is.
You are hereby advised that any further association with delusions in any capacity
Will be seen as a violation of the Delusion Control Act, hereafter DCA, and measures will be taken against you.
I've never heard of any Delusion Control Act. It's gotta be bogus.
Who do they think they are?
They think they're the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Ruling, and unfortunately, they're right.
So in other words...
We're poised to become enemies of the state.
I've been running for so long. Pretending to be an adult, but running away from my problems like a child. What's reality, and what's delusion? Even now, I'm not really sure. And I'm still as scared as I've ever been. But I have been released in other ways. I'm not pretending to be more grown up than I really am anymore. I struggled to the bitter end. And I wasn't really able to become the adult I thought I was supposed to be. But I did find my answer. From the very start, there was never any reason for me to be afraid.
What time is it? Hello?
Seriously, hello is all you have to say for yourself?
Mizuki? What time is it?
2:17 p.m. Good morning, Asahi Van Winkle.
Good morning.
At least I know you're up. I wanted to let you know that we're all gathered at Akemi's.
I'm sorry. I'll be right over.
No sense in hurrying now. Honestly, I'm not surprised. You didn't sleep a wink yesterday, did you?
Didn't I?
You don't even remember? You looked like the Walking Dead yesterday, exhausted beyond all reason. I just did you the favor of assuming you hadn't slept. Guess old Daybreak Asahi's up to his old tricks again.
You might be right. I'm pretty sure I don't remember sleeping.
Anyway, we'll be here whenever you do arrive. Just try not to take any shortcuts or get sidetracked on your way.
Yeah. I'll be there soon. Later. sorry I'm so late.
I'm just impressed you managed to sleep this long.
You're the neat little baby neats wish they could grow up to be.
Now.
So, what do we do now? Personally, I have zero recollection of doing anything that made me an enemy of the state.
Still, after being served with a threat that bold, there's no way we can move about with impunity anymore.
I don't know what we can do.
Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Should we do or don't then? That is the question.
Oh, don't scrunch up those youthful faces like that.
Kemi?
You know what we've never done? We've never properly introduced ourselves to one another in a round.
Are you looking at me?
That's right. Mizuki, is it? I believe this is the first time we've ever actually spoken to one another.
Isn't this kind of a bad time?
Not at all. Would you mind telling me a little about yourself, Mizuki?
Okay, sure. I'm Mizuki Aihara, a sophomore in college. I've been friends with Asahi since elementary school. I like to read, I work part-time as a private tutor, and my dreams for the future include...
We get it. Next.
Sorry?
Now it's my turn. I'm Ryu Momose, age 14. My hobby is collecting pink things and I hate bugs. And my dream for the future is to become a top idol. And when I do, I hope to bring smiles to every man, woman, and child on the planet and cheer everybody up. Though I guess that's more delusion than dream, huh? Still, I'm going to try anyway, starting right here in Akihabara.
I think that's a wonderful dream, Ryu. And Yamato, I do believe you're next.
Huh?
Come on now, don't be shy.
I'm Yamato Hongo, age 16.
You're 16?
Oh, shut up. And my hobbies are...
Watching anime, we know. Are you still trying to pretend you're not shooting?
The hell's that supposed to mean?
I'll bet your dream for the future is just to watch more anime.
No, it's not. Really. I actually want to be a scriptwriter. Or a playwright or something. Write the most interesting stories in the world.
Wow, that's the first I've heard of that, Yamato.
I'm hoping I can get my works played or performed all throughout Akihabara someday.
So you can let your Chuny flag fly high, I take it.
What? Like your dreams are any better? How about you go next, Sonata?
Kotomi Sonata, age 17. Let's see. My favorite food is manju buns.
Getting a jump start on the gnarled old hag thing, I see.
You shut the hell up!
And Kotomi, what are your dreams for the future?
I've actually never thought about it.
Well, you're a big fan of dolls, right?
I make no secret of that. Perhaps I could become a doll maker. There are lots of doll shops in Akiba, so the market does exist at least.
I'd say that's a very achievable dream for you, Kotomi.
I don't know if I'd call it a dream myself. Feels like more of a delusion. How about you?
Ooh, me?
Yes, of course. If we were all going around talking about ourselves, your turn was going to come up eventually.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I'm Saki Hoshino, age 18. My hobby was really just nullifying delusions. I've never done much else. I've always dreamed about protecting the world. But of course, now I know how silly I was. So I guess my dream now is just to find a new dream.
Are you for real?
I don't think it's that outlandish. Akihabara seems like a great place to find new dreams, if you ask me.
I've heard worse. Finding your true calling in life is a dream for the young, but a dream nonetheless.
How about you, Reiji? I really don't know a whole lot about you, actually.
Nobody wants to hear about me.
Oh no, Ray Ray, I'm afraid we do. What say you dredge up those old memories and tell us all about yourself,
Yeah, I want to hear this.
You'll be bored. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm Reiji Shinomiya, a youthful and vibrant 28-year-old.
I'm already bored.
You're already rude. Shut the hell up. I like booze, hate things with no taste, and I've already left all my dreams behind.
I'm really bored.
You're gonna be really crippled if you don't shut your yap.
As I recall, your dream used to be using delusions to make people happy, no?
A long, long time ago. Can't rightly call that a dream anymore. Guess I do have another delusion in me, though.
Oh? What's that?
I want to uncover and get my hands on every last one of the junk parts sleeping within Akiba.
Oh, cool. So you can build me a PC then, right?
Yeah, eventually. Once I've gotten around to building PCs for literally every other person on the planet besides you.
What's wrong, Asahi? Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking.
Lost in some stupid delusion, I bet.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it is your turn, Asahi.
Asahi Tachibana, 19. As you know, I'm basically just your everyday NEET. My hobby is sleeping, and the things I hate most are studying and work. I have no goals or ambitions. I just exist. I've never really sought out much of a future for myself. I've just let time pass me by. But it's not just my future that's gone by the wayside. I have no plans for the present either. I'm just a wanderer. Hell, after all this time, I still haven't even been able to answer one simple question. Is it okay to destroy other people's delusions? Is it something we have to do, maybe?
Asahi.
I mean, look at what we've been saying. Aren't delusions just other people's dreams?
If they are, then there's only one thing we can do.
And what's that?
Take out Delusion Contractor Cannon. As long as he exists, people's delusions will just continue to spread.
I see. So if we stop Cannon, we won't have to force ourselves to nullify any more delusions. Stop him at the source.
Regardless, should I ever lay eyes on him again, I plan on tearing him apart, piece by piece.
But the DAB's probably planning on taking him down, right?
I don't think so. To them, Cannon's kind of convenient to have around.
Hey, not bad, kid.
What do you mean by that?
How about we get going and see?
Get going. Where?
The Fairy Tale Delusionscape. There may be a clue left over in there.
But still, which one do we go to? There are 3 of them, right?
Crap. Does that mean I'm going to have to check out one of them by myself again?
Hey! You had me providing you with valuable backup and emotional support!
You're forgetting about the Bureau's warning letters. Going solo right now is a very bad idea.
Phew. Thanks, Bureau.
The closest of the 3 fairy tale delusionscapes is the one on Main Street that Reiji and I cleared out.
Look at that. You already have a plan of attack. Was that so hard?
Akemi? Was this the reason you had us going around introducing ourselves? Did you know this would happen?
That's a very bold theory. But haven't you heard the saying, secrets are a woman's most flattering accessory? No more dawdling. You all have a delusionscape to explore. Off with you now. Away.
I guess you're right. Come on, team. Let's get exploratory. Well, we're here.
The delusion seems to be quite thoroughly cleared now.
But nothing seems particularly different than it was after we defeated Cannon.
So you're sure that there was a cannon here?
Yeah. Took him down myself.
Don't get cocky. I'm the one who struck the final blow, remember?
No, you weren't. It was me.
Boys.
Since when are you two such close friends?
We're totally not. Not even a little.
Is this what it's always like for you and your friends, Asahi?
Yeah, pretty much.
It seems like a fun group.
Don't forget that you're part of it now.
I guess I am.
Anyway, come on. Let's find ourselves a clue to Cannon's whereabouts.
A save point. Perhaps we can take a breather here. It's an enemy. What should we do? It's an enemy. 4 enemies, and they have advantage.
It's over! Mess them up! That was out of my way!
You're so strong. I think there's a treasure chest nearby. I wonder what's in it. Are we headed beyond the door? I'll lead the way as best I can. It's an enemy. What should we do? It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? Ooh, only one enemy and we haven't been spotted.
No problem.
No problem. Still a long road ahead. If you're headed through the door... Three enemies! I'm so sorry.
Twin tripper! This! Hot!
Really quick. It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? Ah, a save point. Perhaps we can take a breather here.
Yep, there's nothing here.
Yeah. It's the same way it was when I struck that final blow.
Dude, that was totally me!
Quiet, halfling.
So let's take a look at the concrete facts. Yamato and Reiji defeated Cannon here once before, correct?
No, just me.
After which point, the spread of the delusion ceased.
Wouldn't that make Cannon this delusion's grand phantasm then?
Come to think of it, that is a little weird. Wasn't this the pink-caped man's delusion?
So not only did he live here, but he was also this delusion's deluser and its grand phantasm?
That doesn't make any sense!
As crazy as it sounds, you can't argue that the spread of the delusion hasn't been stopped. Meaning, he was the boss.
But what can we learn from that?
I might know something about Cannon that you don't.
Oh, something you found out?
Something I may have inferred, at least. Hear me out. I've come to the conclusion that Cannon may be a being who exists only in delusion. Someone dreamed up the character we know as Delusion Contractor Cannon, and that delusion began to spread. And because he's a delusion with the power to control delusions, he's able to create multiples of himself. So this isn't Cannon's delusion, but rather a delusion spawned by whoever created Cannon in the first place. It seems a natural conclusion, all things considered, doesn't it?
Snowballing off of that, what if he's a group delusion? Like, Cannon's so strong because multiple people dreamed him up.
It's not impossible, but numerous people having the same delusion at the exact same time is pretty hard to swallow.
It certainly would be unique.
But I don't think you're totally off the mark there, though.
Huh?
Think about it. Cannon and the DAB seem to have some kind of connection, don't they?
That's a fine theory, but you've got no proof. Though it does seem obvious they're trying to use him somehow. Maybe before dealing with him, they intend to gain his delusory power for themselves.
Which would mean...
We need to be at the next Delusionscape yesterday. Let's go!
Which one do we go to next?
Whichever's closest.
But they're both roughly equidistant.
Then how about we go to the one on Junk Street first?
The one we took down?
Sounds like a decision to me. Come on.
Are you going to save our progress? Just be sure to pick the right slot. Are you headed into a save point? Remember to save often in games like this.
Yeah!
It's an enemy. What should we do? If you're headed through the door, it's an enemy. Are we going to fight? It's an enemy. 3 enemies. I'm so
No
sorry.
problem.
It's over!
No way.
Are we headed beyond the door? It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? It's an enemy. What should we do? There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past.
Nothing here either.
And no changes since Ko and I cleared it out.
Meaning that cannon was also the Grand Phantasm here, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Hard to believe there are God knows how many of that freak running around, though.
But who could have spawned him?
You don't think.
Yeah, it seems to fit.
What are you two mumbling about?
Nothing at all. But what we've got here is no cannon and no clues. Let's say we hit the next illusionscape.
Hey! Wait up!
We might want to follow them.
Yeah, back to the real world.
What's wrong, Ryu?
If you have any worries plaguing you, I'm always happy to hear you out. Well, I was thinking back to when we were in here before.
I don't remember anything particularly noteworthy.
It was something Canon said to us about the realities from which we want to turn away, and how delusion is the power to dig through the tiny gap between our ideals and reality.
Oh, yes, I do remember him saying something like that.
So, delusions are formed by digging through the gap between reality and fantasy? Is that the gist?
Hey, slowpokes! If you don't hurry it up, we're gonna leave you behind.
Sorry, coming!
Only one place left.
I don't think there's any reason to go there, though. We're just wasting our time at this point.
Why's that, Mr. Know-It-All?
Hey, can we not fight for a few minutes?
Well, what do you want to do, Tachibana?
Huh? Me? Well,
Make up your mind already.
Whatever Asahi eventually gets around to deciding gets my vote.
Then I say we go and check it out. Couldn't hurt, right?
Right.
Fine, go ahead and waste your time. Can't imagine you'll find any surprises there, though.
It's decided then.
Like I always say, legwork is the answer. When in doubt, we've got to get out there and see what we can find.
Are you headed into the delusionscape? I'll come with you. It's a delusionscape. A save point. Perhaps we can take a breather here.
an enemy! Oh, it's a group of 2 enemies and they
Come
call
and
us
get me!
best
Like not to mess them up! Hot!
It's an enemy! 3 enemies! I'm so sorry.
No problem. You like you're out! Hot! You like this? Hot! You like this? Rest it! Hot! To the ground! Watch out!
It's an enemy! Are we going to fight? It's an enemy! What should we do? It's an enemy! What should we do? It's an enemy! Are we going to fight? It's an enemy! Are we going to fight? Here's an enemy! Oh, it's a group of 2 enemies and they
I'll
call
blow
us
you
best
hot!
friends.
Mess them up! That was it! Mission accomplished! Hot!
There are only 2 enemies. I don't see how
Come
we
and
can
get
lose.
me! Twin tripper! Now for my troop force! Hot!
The long word ahead.
Milky Way!
It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? There's an enemy. 2 opponents. Let's win this.
I'll blow you away! Hot! Ja! Hot! Ja! Ja! Not so hot! Hot! Ja!
It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? 2 opponents. Let's win this.
No problem. Out of my way! Not so hot! You're out!
We're in the home stretch. It's an enemy. What should we do? It's an enemy. Are we going to... It's an enemy. What should we do? There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. It's an enemy. What should we do? It's an enemy. Are we going to fight? There's an enemy here. Maybe we can sneak past. They sell a variety of goods here. Will you be buying anything?
Nothing here but a whole lot of nothing.
What did I tell you?
I have to admit, this place does get me a little nostalgic.
That's right. You were here with Akari, weren't you?
Yeah, though I'm still not sure why.
Man, that was a doozy. I never thought I'd have to clear a whole delusionscape on my own.
But you weren't alone, were you?
That's true. I had Mizuki.
Sort of. I mean, we weren't really working together back then.
But we are now. Don't worry about it.
Asahi, do you remember what Canon ended up talking to you about?
Not very clearly, no. He might have said something.
Oh, you're useless.
I remember. He said something like this. Delusions are one player only. A world just for you. That's what makes a delusion a delusion.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
I thought it was pretty straightforward.
I'm not so sure.
But he was the Grand Phantasm here as well, right?
That's right. Asahi and I took him down.
And when we did, the encroachment of the delusion came to a stop.
Which means Canon definitely was the Grand Phantasm.
Then who the hell spawned him, damn it?
I wonder.
You look like you're onto something.
Well...
Somebody's coming!
Listen, it's a group of 7, followed by an indeterminate number of maids. Our orders are to capture them on sight.
DAB agents.
Let's destroy them.
If we're found out now, we could end up in real trouble. We should try to slip out of here unnoticed.
Fine. I guess that's reasonable.